Uke, Upsilon Kappa UK, expressed also ACH, Ak, Omicron Chi Alpha, Oka, was a term of honor among the Babylonians and the rest of the progeny of Chus, and occurs continually in the names of men and places, which have any connection with their history. I have shown in a former treatise that the shepherds, who ruled in Egypt, were of that race. See Observations and Inquiries upon Ancient History, p. 196, and that they came from Babylonia and Chaldea. Eusebius informs us that their national title was Upsilon Kappa Omicron Upsilon Sigma Omicron, Hykusos or Hyksos, literally Eukusos, Eusebii Prep, Evang, L. 10c13 page 500, or as it was undoubtedly expressed by the people themselves, Upsilon Kappa Kappa Omicron Upsilon Sigma Omicron, Akusozos, Eusecusis. Upsilon Kappa Omicron Upsilon Sigma Omicron was not found written on any monument in Egypt. I apologize for the brief digression, but I've caught Bryant writing deceptively several times, specifically prefacing a claim with undoubtedly, as thought that will stop others from disputing it, i.e., it was undoubtedly expressed by the people themselves, Upsilon Kappa Kappa Omicron Upsilon Sigma Omicron. While I enjoy Jacob Bryant's work, I'll be its hucklebearer if I have to. This is unacceptable, as is the use of Eusebius as a single source, because Eusebius is a known forger, and even some of his writings were called rank forgeries by other men of prominence in the Christian priesthood. Revisit the following article to source the quote from Ranke, who wrote, "In the sepulchral chambers are found also Phoenician names. It is an assertion of ancient date that Canaanitish tribes, especially Philistines, took part in the conquest. By later generations they were called Hyksos, by which name it is thought Arabian leaders are meant. These are the shepherd kings to whom legend assigns the possession during several centuries of Lower Egypt. But here again we are referred to doubtful authorities. On the monuments the name of Hyksos has as yet not once been found. So no Jacob Bryant. The term Hyksos, or any version of it, was never expressed by the people themselves. There is nothing in the archaeological record to suggest this, because it is an idea put forth by those who forged a fake narrative known as Mosaic history." Bryant continued, IB, pages 76-77. "It is a term taken notice of by Apian and Menahan, and they speak of it as a word in the sacred language of the country, which signified a king. Upsilon Kappa Kappa Alpha Theta, Epsilon Rho Alpha Nu Gamma Lambda Omega Sigma Sigma Alpha Nu Beta Alpha Sigma Iota Lambda Epsilon Alpha Sigmatum Mu Alpha Iota Nu Epsilon Iota. UK means king in the sacred language of the country. Josephus contra Apian, L1, C13, page 445. Again, not from the archaeological record, but from a man who was set up to be a major player in the fraud of Mosaic history. But Judea didn't have historians. There are no original manuscripts of Flavius Josephus's works prior to the 11th century. The oldest surviving manuscripts are Greek minuscules, copied by Christian monks. I wonder that this word has been passed over with so little notice, as it is of great antiquity, and at the same time of much importance in respect to etymology. Maybe the word was passed over with so little notice because it didn't exist as pretended. Eusecusis signified the royal or noble Cusian, and as it was a word in the sacred language of Egypt, we may from hence learn what that language was, and be assured that it was the primitive language of Chus, the same as the ancient Chaldaic. Again, I object. None of us may be assured about anything pertaining to Hyksos or Eusecusis, because it doesn't exist in the archaeological record during a time of chronological significance. It seems to be an invention of Christian priests to fabricate Mosaic history, and thus Chaldean history. To learn more about the fraud of Mosaic history and the implications of it on the chronological record, invest in the Spirit World series, and then the Real Universal Empire. This Substack is a continuation of that work, and while you can benefit from this research without reading these, you won't be able to appreciate my perspective, or even the depth of why I'm publishing this research. Become a member to access the rest of this article.